I had already settled on sharing a recent poem as my contribution to writing home when my mother went into intensive care in Calcutta for a few days, and suddenly everything about the word home is, for the moment, unsettled. The poem is autobiographical, based on a stop at a particular set of traffic lights in Wellington, my home here in Aotearoa for the past 11 years. It's about the specific memories that came to me once as I waited for about 30 seconds to turn right. Memories drawn from the different times I had visited that neighborhood with our daughter, who's 9. She wasn't with me on that occasion, but the poem is also about how, in a familiar place where much living has unfolded for you, even if you happen to be by yourself, you aren't and can never be alone. This is how that poem ends. It's called Johnsonville Right Turn. It's not even an especially long light, so this dip is a short one. But who knew that if you show up at the Johnsonville lights in time traveler mode, your life flashes in front of you? For me, what the poem represents is 9 years of parenthood that came into view over 30 seconds, and how that entire experience of being a parent has happened for me in Wellington, which makes Wellington a very special kind of home. India is where I was a kid, and Aotearoa is where I've been a parent. Before I moved here, I'd only visited once, for 3 weeks. Now, so many layers of emotion and association have built up. I have watched and felt a once faraway place become a home. The prognosis for my mother is optimistic. She will need surgery, but the doctors expect it to go smoothly. In these 4 days, in between the frequent bulletins from my utterly heroic father, how many permutations and combinations I have worked out of how I can go to Calcutta if, God forbid, the situation worsens, and how then I would return. In no scenario am I able to be present in either of my homes as much as I need to. Perhaps inevitably, most migrants are people trying to sail while standing on more than one boat. We live our day in one place, often with our heads and hearts full of an emergency in another. This has been especially true for countless people during the global emergency of this past year and a half. Even when they personally have been fortunate enough to be somewhere safe like New Zealand. Most of the time, I love being multiple. It's my great fortune to be multiple, to feel at home in more than one place. But especially this past year and a half, being multiple has felt so vulnerable. My conclusion? Home is this insanely powerful 4-letter word that we apply to what is most precious, which can make us feel most powerless to hold on to, gather in our arms, protect. Home, just now, when my mother is sick and far away, is the constant fear of being left homeless.